sports. 15 quickest minutes. Tap in, motherfuckers. Make sure y'all go to YouTube, like, share, you know what I mean? Press the notification bell. Do what you gotta do, man. I'm doing what I gotta do. Support your boy, Al York Sports, the raw truth. Quickest 15 minutes in sports, baby. Yeah, alright. Wow. Another week, another show. Saga continues. Okay, guys, let me give my shout outs before we get started. Definitely a shout out to my barber, Al Pacino. Keep doing what you do, bro. Keep lacing motherfuckers. Al Pacino, I told you I was coming. And also shout out to comedian Chris Abels. You thought I was going to forget you, right? No, I didn't. Salute to Chris Abels. Make sure y'all check him out in Levy Land. The dude's official, him and Levy, man. Them guys is real fucking funny. Now, let me give my shout out. Shout out to the East Coast, West Coast, Midwest. Las Vegas, New York City, LES to the death. Let me make sure I carve that in. Triple H, everything. The champ D beaming. Got a couple fights lined up. The guy's ready to take that bag. I keep telling y'all that. Credit fix. Never too late to get your credit fix. IG me, inbox me, email me, al.newyork@yahoo.com. Never too late to get your credit fix. And Pro Quick Print, make sure y'all go to Instagram. My boy got the custom gear on deck, all that shit. Go to Pro Quick Print at Instagram and order your order, and we'll send them out within a day or two and get the hot shit. Right now, we rocking this easy money shit. And so that you know, I'm going to start having a draft on T-shirts and hats, $5 entry fee to get, $25, $30 hats and shit like that. Real simple. It's going to be fun. We're going to start that more or less on Friday. I'll educate y'all more. And last but not least, you need advertisement, hit your boy up. I give y'all whatever y'all want. I'll put it out there to the best of my ability, put it in front of the peoples, and watch you shine, man. All right, now let's get into sports. Before we go to sports, rest in peace to my favorite rapper, Biggie Smalls, the notorious B.I.G. Salute and rest, King. March 9th was the day that they murdered him. Salute to Biggie Smalls, the greatest who ever did it, man. Okay, now we get to the topics itself. Dallas Cowboys. Dak Prescott. Dak wanted he wanted a longer contract, but he wanted to average 40 M's a year, which I was totally against, being a Dallas fan and being a sports talk guy. He got the numbers. All Dak Prescott is a remake of Tony Romo. He's going to put numbers up, but he chokes under the lights. It's proven he's 1-2 in the playoffs. He's done absolutely nothing against good teams unless you're looking at the numbers. But see, like I said, he ain't fooling me. I'm a fan. I watch the game. I see when he gets them late touchdown, late yardage, when the teams are playing prevent. You're not fooling me with that, Dak. Every time you play a divisional game, you don't light shit up. The only team you really light up is occasionally the Giants and the Eagles. Occasionally. He just got 160 for 4 years, which amounts to $40 million a year, with either 126 guaranteed money or 77. It just keeps going back and forth. I don't have the exact number. I know it's between them two. Now, one thing I can say, he had Jerry Jones and company by the balls, meaning there's no real other quarterback out there. The only quarterback that's really out there, you're going to have to trade about 3 first-round picks, which is maybe an Aaron Rodgers if Green Bay is trying to get rid of him, which they're going back and forth with that idea, and he's going back and forth, and Russell Wilson of the Seattle Seahawks. And Pete Carroll and company are going to get 3 first-round picks for him. That will kill us because we need to solidify our defense as a Cowboy fan. And if you take 3 first-round picks just to get Russell Wilson, that's not going to make our defense better. Our offense will probably be the same but more sufficient, less turnovers. Because Prescott puts numbers up like Wilson, but the thing with Prescott, he turns the ball over via fumble, via interception, or he doesn't move the chains the way he needs to move the chains. So I don't think Russell Wilson would be the answer. I guess the best thing to do is to re-sign Dak and then use those draft picks to get an offensive lineman and stack up on defense. And you got Quinn to run the defense. Quinn already got bodies there. You put pieces that fit into the spots. Like I said, he's gonna throw out there the cover twos. He stays away a lot from the man-to-man and zone defenses. Quinn would be a nice fit for us on defense. But like I said, Dak, me personally, I think he's worth $28 million a year, max 30. I don't care who got what. He definitely don't deserve no Pat Mahomes money. Pat Mahomes been to 2 Super Bowls. He was really 14-1 this year. They gave away the last game. Only bad game I can remember Mahomes having is the Super Bowl against the Tampa Bay Bucs. That was it. And if you ask me, they dropped a lot of passes. I mean, he didn't play that bad. They just dropped a lot of third down conversions, touchdowns, etc. But back to Dak Prescott, 69 career games. He's 42-27, so he possesses a winning record, which is a lot of the mediocre and less teams. And I'm not hating. Trust me, I do my homework. I watch Dak Prescott. I know exactly what he's putting out. 66% completion rate. Almost 18,000 yards passed, 106 touchdowns, 40 interceptions. And like I said, the numbers are there. If you're going by numbers, they're there. But I like to go by, does he perform under the lights? And obviously, he don't be in 1 or 2 in the playoffs and don't even get us to the playoffs. Dak Prescott right now has a chance to turn all that around. My thing was I wanted him to have 1 more year, prove he could get us in the playoffs and maybe 2nd, 3rd round, and then you splurge him this money. They splurge him this money without him doing that. I see Tony Romo all over again, man. And with that, I hope this works out. Yes, it was the best thing for us because, like I said, there wasn't really nobody out there to pick up. I think Dak will probably be like the best guy beside Russell Wilson. Like I said, Stafford already got traded, etc. This was huge for us. But I'm mad at the money we gave him. But you know what? Let's see what pans out of that. Hopefully the Cowboys will get it right. And Dak can honestly and respectfully make some noise in the playoffs. Because until he does that, he's Tony Romo. Okay, we going to the NBA, to Harvard. Brooklyn Nets. The rich get richer. Picked up Blake Griffin. Signed a deal with Brooklyn. Brooklyn used their vet minimum, which basically they contract slots to sign Blake. So they got Blake for the NBA minimum, though. That's like a low risk, high reward. They need a guy to rebound. The Nets, they're not as big as you look. I know they got Jordan and all that, but they're not really beating teams to the board. You bring in Blake. Blake doesn't have to dunk like he did with the Clippers. Them days of Blake Griffin and Lob City are over. Blake averaged 12.3, 5.2, and 3.9 assists for the Pistons. If he can put these numbers up for Brooklyn with the minimum and start, that'd be perfect for Brooklyn. All he's got to do is play a role. Play defense, rebounds, hit occasionally shots. That's it. He ain't got pressure. He ain't got to be the man in Brooklyn. They got 3 scorers. They do not need a 4th scorer. You know what I mean? They actually got other cats that can score also. But what I'm saying, they don't need that from Blake. All he got to do is play Montrezl Harrell, what he's doing in L.A., and just be that with Brooklyn. Great pickup for Brooklyn. I wish that Blake would have went to the Sixers. I think the Sixers was a better fit for him, but I guess he's chasing the ring. And when you're chasing the ring, you rather be somewhere where you're going to work less and your chances of winning are higher. Your percentages are higher. And that's what he chose. And I think this probably gets Brooklyn over the top, especially with AD hurt. Okay, let's go to other news. NFL, the Tampa Bay Bucs, they franchised wide receiver Chris Godwin for $16.5 million. And this means that linebacker Shaq Barrett probably won't be signed. Shaq Barrett was franchised last year for $15.8. So Shaq would be a loss. And, Shaq is no joke, man. I mean, it's just tough when you win the Super Bowl and guys want to get paid. Eventually, people are going to leave because they the window like this for the NFL is this big. So once you get that ring, you got to get the money, unless you the New England Patriots and all them guys. See, but a lot of those guys in the Patriots made money, and then at the end of their career, they took the minimum, etc. Shaq Barrett didn't really get paid yet. He had that 1 year last year. They franchised him, so he's trying to get that chicken. So I ain't mad at him. He got the ring already, and like I said, they're not going to be able to sign him. They just signed linebacker D. White today. I think some 2 year, $25 million. So Barrett looks like he's the odd man out, and that's unfortunate because he put the most pressure on that front four, even more than JPP. You know what I'm saying? Barrett is an animal. If I'm the Packers, I'm on the phone trying to negotiate a deal with Barrett because he's got a lot of that Reggie White in him. I'm not saying he's Reggie White. He got a lot of that animal in him, and that'd be a perfect fit to bring Shaq Barrett to Lambeau Field. But let me give you some Godwin numbers. 58 career games, 244 receptions, 3,500 yards, 14.5 yards per reception, 24 career touchdowns, and last year he had 840 yards, 7 touchdowns. Godwin is a real good receiver. That's why they re-signed him and franchise him. Actually, he's a real good receiver. Not that they're not loaded with Evans, and I don't know if they're going to re-sign AB and, the little white boy they got and the tight ends they got, with Gronk and the other tight end that was hurt all year. So, which is O.J. Howard. So if O.J. Howard come back, they could afford to lose somebody on the offense. But defensively, Shaq Barrett, it's going to be hard to replace Shaq Barrett, man. Let me go to other news real quick. Okay, let me go to baseball. I'll be switching it up, man. The Houston Astros picked up another golden arm yesterday in veteran pitcher Jake Ordorizzi. Ordorizzi is ecstatic to be playing with Zach Greinke, a future Hall of Famer. Ordorizzi is good. You put him on a good team. He started out with the Rays, pitched with the Twins, had a big year, I think, in 2019. Last year, he was hurt a lot. But if he's in what you call 100%, form, the guy can pitch. And when you got him with Verlander and Greinke, watching them two future Hall of Famers, that's only going to improve his game. And not to mention Lance McCullers. If McCullers is back, then the Astros going to have the toughest staff in baseball, at least in the American League. Maybe not the National, but the American League. Because they staff right now with Ordorizzi. Like I said, this guy throws 90-plus, change-up, curveball, been in the game for a while. His career record is 62-56 with mediocre teams, 3.92 earned run average in 195 games, 1,000 innings, almost 1,000 strikeouts. So he averages like a strikeout per inning, and 1 All-Star. And Ordorizzi, if healthy, could win easily 15 games for the Houston Astros. Let's go to UFC real quick. UFC 259. John Blachowicz versus Israel Adesanya. Pure domination. Good call by Chuck Thomas. He said that that John will wipe him out. The 38-year-old John that just had a baby. Great call. I was mad. I had the other side. I got beat up a little bit with Adesanya. I love me some Iggy. I just thought, me and my boy thought that Iggy would Mayweather John. We knew he wasn't going to outmuscle him. He's down 20 pounds from him. But we just thought Iggy would stick and move, kick and move. And he tried to do that. But John was just ready for everything. You asked me, it felt like he won every round. The judges' call was 49-46, 49-45, 49-45. All judges and John Blachowicz. And great fight for John. This opens up the door for him now to get that chicken. And Iggy, I don't know what he's going to do. Maybe he'll go back to his weight class. Iggy's a great fighter. I'm not mad that I took him. If I would have went against him and I would have lost, I would have really been mad. Yes, Iggy's a great fighter. Y'all know, y'all follow him. First loss ever. Hey, he stepped to the next weight and he fought the best dude the next weight and got slaughtered. That's it. He went all out. He was a sportsman about it. He wasn't complaining. He wasn't talking shit. He gave him his props, which showed me that Iggy is a true champion. Salute to Adesanya for the attitude, and biggest salute to John Blachowicz on a great victory, man. Let me see what else I got before we close it out. Okay, Tennessee Titans released Super Bowl stud Malcolm Butler for cap space. Now the Titans freed up 14.2 against the cap to let go a real good cornerback and Malcolm Butler. But sometimes you got to do shit to improve in shit. and they had to get rid of him to get 14.2 under the cap. So now they, that makes them flexible. Now they flexible to get maybe 2 or 3 players instead of having one who's a cornerback. And with that, Al York Sports, 15 quickest minutes. Thank you guys. Salute also to my boy Devin and Jay that I just met through Chris Abels. Hopefully, Jay, we can work a lot together and we can get shit done, man. Let's handle our business, man. Al York Sports, no drinking and driving. So much to do and so little time. I love y'all. Continue to tune into your boy, because I'm here to give y'all nothing but greatness, man. And with that, I love y'all, man. Keep your head up.